again, hope you are well. If you are new around here, then hi, nice to meet you. And if you are returning, thank you very fucking much for coming back. Yes, I do swear on this channel, I'm Scottish. That's my excuse and that's what I'm sticking to. My name is Alana, I'm a 30-something Scottish woman. I've just realised in all this time, I don't think I've ever actually introduced myself before because I'm very presumptuous like that, and I just thought, people will fucking know. People will know I'm Alana because it's AltogetherAlanna. But then I realised actually, maybe actually worth mentioning hi and who I am. This is a kind of collective of things that I have collected. Collective of things I've collected. Smooth. Things I've collected and what I would expect you to see over the next coming weeks in my videos. That's kind of the way I'm going with this now. Rather than doing like a haul every time, I'm just going to kind of mention things that you should probably be coming up and seeing in this channel over the next few months. It doesn't mean to say it will just be in November, but here's the little bits and bobs that I've picked up that you may see creeping in to my videos. Now, if you know me at all, the videos are usually lengthy. Grab yourself a cup of tea or coffee, whatever it is you wish. It could even be a vodka if you really like. I've also picked up today, because I love having a biscuit, a seal bar. Like, you know, pick up a penguin, but other bars are available, and this one is a seal bar. I'm sure this is from Lidl. I'm sure Alan picked these up and he was like, look at these seal bars. I was like, what the fuck is a seal bar? It's pretty much just a penguin. But actually, do you know what I think they taste like? Australian Tim Tams. If anybody's been to Australia or anybody's had Tim Tams sent over to them from Australia, these are much closer to a Tim Tam than they are a penguin. It's delicious. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, just had to clear the seal bar out of my mouth. If that sounds like your kind of thing, you want to kind of watch some new bits and bobs, some new stuff that's creeping up, then just keep watching. Alright, so first off, I spoke about in my most recent video, which was to do with dewy foundation, like natural foundation. Let's stick it up here. The Danessa Myricks range, and specifically me buying it from Algorithm, because Algorithm are a site that are kind of launched on Instagram now, but all about real skin texture, real beauty, so to speak, but not in the way of like real beauty. Like, if you want to get lip fillers, if you want to get Botox, whatever, fine, you do you, but let's not have everything being absolutely airbrushed. Let's be able to show the fact we do have spots on our chin and things like that. Yes, I have covered it with concealer, but there is no hiding that, baby. So why would I airbrush it or patch it over on a photograph? Like, just leave it as it is. It's real life, you know? I spoke about them loads in my other video. I'm not going to go into it too much now. I will link them down below. But if you buy via them, you can buy things like Danessa Myricks, which is an American brand that I would usually have to pay shipping and things like that on and wait a good few weeks to get them. They stock them here in the UK, and I think this is a beautiful brand. They do so many interesting things. It is more geared towards makeup artists, I would say, but if you're one of these people, a little bit like me, like you love your eyeshadow, you love your colour, but also you like a kind of very quick one and done look. You like to be able to just swipe something on, smoosh it into the eyelid and be on your merry way, then this brand is like, oh, beautiful. I'd seen Rose, or Rosie, she's called Feeling Rosie on Instagram, I will link her below as well, talking about the vision flushes, and she was doing like a minimal makeup Monday, I think that's what she called it, and she was using this one. This is Ballet Slippers, which is a more neutral type of colour. This is the Vision Flush colours, which I've used today as a blusher, but also can be used on your lips and can be used on your eyes as well. And when I seen Rosie speaking about it on her Minimal Makeup Monday, she was also using one that was almost like a shimmer, like a champagne shimmer colour, and she was using that across here as a highlight. It's not what I've got on today, but they're just amazing. They're so good. I also spoke about the Wet Balm. This is very, either you like it or you don't. You're going to love it or you're going to hate it. I've seen other people, I've seen a lady called Charlotte Holdcroft, a new, well there she is. You're right there, guy? That's my buddy, that's Pebbles. So I found a new YouTuber called Charlotte Holdcroft, and she was talking about the Mario Makeup Balm, and she was like, why did I buy this? Don't want it, not my thing. That's fine, if it's not for you, I totally get that, but this is one of these balms, so it gives you like that dewy effect on your skin, and it does leave your skin a little tacky, but not like putting lip gloss on your skin. I didn't find this to be sticky at all. It gave me the exact look I wanted, but I understand that other people won't be looking for that look, especially if you're already kind of greasy or oily. You might be like, this is my idea of a nightmare in a pan, but me, I fucking loved it, thought it was amazing. And you will see more of these coming up on my channel, and more of this company coming up on my channel. Another item that I picked up from Algorithm was the Best Skin Ever Sea Buckthorn Cleanser Moisturizer. This is a strange one. I have seen a couple of the girls on Algorithm talking about this, and you do get it in a rose scent as well. This is the sea buckthorn one. There is like lots of different ingredients in it. I could pick apart all the ingredients. What I'm gonna tell you, long story short, is this is like a cleansing balm in an oil. Can you see that there? So it's in a glass bottle, which is lovely. It looks lovely. It looks really nice in the bathroom. It's like, bougie bitch. But it really is very nice. It smells that spa smell. Fabulous description here, aren't I? But that spa smell. When you go into a spa and you're like, I'm going to be getting a massage, what oil are they putting on me? It's probably going to smell like this. It's really luxurious, like that kind of, you've been to the spa. It's maybe one of those spas that has all the lights turned down. Not even like a spa where, you know, you go with your mum or whatever and you're walking about in your bathrobes and there's a pool and it's all nice and bright and airy. Not one of those spas, one of those underground spas where you think they could potentially be having some sort of sexy nightlife going on in this spa. I'm talking about the Blytheswood Spa. I'm not saying that they're actually doing sexy things there, but it's what it reminds me of. Whenever I went to the Blytheswood Spa, I was like, this is like a kinky dungeon, and I love it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, it was so nice. But yeah, it's all like just candlelit, but medieval. That's what this smells like, and I think it smells really, really nice. Now, it is strongly scented though, and saying that, and I know some people aren't into that in their skincare. It basically is a cleansing balm, so I squirt this on my hands, I rub it all over my face, takes off the makeup very nicely, and leaves my skin very moisturised thereafter. I have been using this every now and again in the morning as well, just to give it a go on clean skin, which has been quite nice. If I've felt particularly dry, if I've just finished a night shift, then I've put this on the top. But as you can see, I've not used a heck of a lot. I've used to about where the top of the label is. That's about it. So I can't pass judgment just yet. And I don't think I could say, you know, oh, it's got loads of these amazing like properties. It's got quite a lot of kind of fragranced oils in there, and whether or not you're into that, I completely understand. Some people would be like, no, not for me. But so far what I've used of it, I haven't been offended, but I'm not saying whether or not I'll buy it again, and you will be seeing more of it. She's like a fucking superstar sitting there, isn't she? Look at her. YouTube superstar right there. Right, moving on to Beauty Pie. We're going to have a quick little blether about Beauty Pie because I have a whole video. I've done the video that I've been going about for months. The video where I said I was going to talk about everything, and it probably will last an hour long. You may as well know right now. But I did pick these up as well, and I have been trying these out over the last 4 days or so, and I did speak about them in the video as well. So this is the all-in-one illuminating primer. I've opened it at the wrong end there, that's annoying. Sorry. So that's it there. It's got this like iridescent effect on the bottle, so it's almost like a duochrome blue effect, but don't worry, it does not have that colour to it whatsoever. This is in the shade Nude Glow. So far, kind of enjoying this, but again, can't give you a full answer, and the video of this will be coming, so I don't want to go into too much detail about these. Also been using the Feather Light UVA UVB SPF of 50. Very pleased with this, just a little spoiler alert here. Really been enjoying it, so little spoiler there, but thought that was quite nice. I also picked up the Triple Beauty Luminizing Wand and the Quick Contour Super Quick, well, that went to shit. The Quick Color Contour Super Gel. So these are like the dupes for the Charlotte Tilbury wand things, and that's why I was kind of interested in them. I've never tried the Charlotte Tilbury wands. This, I have both of these on my face today. So the contour I have back here somewhere. I don't contour very often, but I just wanted to try it out. I wanted to give it a go. Thought maybe it would be my option for a kind of cream bronzer, and we all know that I've ran out of one of them at the moment, so I gave it a bash. But this here, this sheen on the top of my, sorry, that light behind me is not gonna make things easy. This sheen on the top of my cheeks here, that right there, that's this. As soon as I used this, I was like, oh, hello, mon amour. Lovely. So nice. So anyway, as I say, there will be a whole video about that. Let's not concentrate too much on it. And I also picked up the QI Energy Ginseng Root and Ginger Super Moisture Cream. I have this in the eye cream. I spoke about this in my October roundup. The eye cream anyway, and that is why I decided I would try the moisturiser as well. I have only tried it out once, so I have nothing to say as yet, but expect to see this up and coming in the next few months. Another skincare item is from Skin and Me. Now, I'm sure people have seen this all over Instagram, and what I'm going to say from the get-go is, look at that. Skin and Me for Alana with the correct spelling on it. I have to say, this alone was a bit of a marketing gimmick for me, because I don't know about anybody else, but I was one of those kids that when you were younger and you know you went places and it had little like souvenir shops, something like that, and you would get a magnet or a door thing like for the front of your bedroom door, and you would have your name on it, or a school bag, or pencils with your name on it, like all that stuff. And I never got any of that. It was always like Alana with one N, or Alana with an H on the end, or Alana with 2 L's and 1 N, or 2 L's and 2 N's, and never ever did they have my spelling of Alana, if they had Alana at all. I remember my mum actually buying something that just said Alan on it, and if anybody knows me personally, or if I've mentioned on here before, my other half is called Alan. We're called Alan and Alana. Yeah, that's cheesy as fuck. So my mum used to buy things that would say Alan on them, and then she would like use nail polish or something to put the other N and A on the end. So the fact that this had my name on it, I was like, give me that. But this is Skin and Me, and their selling point, everything about them, I was going to say was to do with retinol, because everybody that I'd seen talk about them was talking about the fact that they use tretinoin, which is the strongest form of retinol. I might, don't quote me on that, but as far as I know. So I have used retinols before and retinoids. I have never used adaptoline, which is another form of retinol, and I would have liked to. You can buy it off the shelves in America, but here in the UK it is not possible. And tretinoin is usually a prescription strength retinol, and here in the UK again, not something readily available here. This company are the only company in the UK at the moment that are selling over the counter, so to speak, even though they're online, tretinoin, prescription strength retinol. This greatly interested me, and that was why I looked into it. I spoke to Talia from the Skincare Saviour, and she told me that this brand were very highly rated. She believed that they were very good, and that she'd been using them for quite some time and saw a dramatic difference in her skin. And I take what she says with absolute stone truth. Basically, I think she's a really good skincare blogger. I think she knows exactly what she's talking about, and I don't think she would have sold me up the river on a Duff product. So that being said, along with lots of other things that I'd seen on Instagram, and the fact I got my name on it, I was like, fuck it, I'm taking the plunge. So what you do is, this is a little bit like a subscription service, but the first month is free. So all you have to pay for is your posting, which is like £3. And then after that you pay $19.99 a month to get this. And there is a dosage thing on the side here. It's got like a little list of, is it 30 days? It must be 30 days. And basically you use it every night and you turn it, I'm not going to do it just now obviously because I'll do it later on tonight. And you turn it and it gives you just the right amount of product to use that evening. So what I've been doing over the last week, because I got it right at the start of November, is doing my cleanse, a little bit of a hydrating serum, a little bit of essence, then an eye cream, because equally I like putting a little bit of barrier before I put my retinoid on, and because I know this is meant to be pretty strong stuff. So I put on my little bit of eye serum or eye cream just here, and then I go in with the dosage of this. Some nights I put a little moisturiser on the top, other nights I've just left it. And even when I put the moisturiser on top, it's like a good hour after I've put this on. So far, I can't say there's a miraculous difference in my skin. The other thing I'm unsure of, because it is actually here saying it's been prescribed by somebody, is that it's dispensed on this date, like the 2nd of the 11th, that's when I got it. Used by the 2nd of the 12th, so you can only use it within this month. So I'm making sure to use this every single night, because otherwise it will just go off, it won't be any good. It has 0.006% of tretinoin in it, 4% niacinamide and 4% azelaic acid. Now, I'd seen on Skin and Me's Instagram some people saying things like, oh, the majority of people on Instagram talking about Skin and Me were talking about acne and just how amazingly it had improved their acne. That is not a big concern of mine, but when you go on, you get asked like a quiz, you get answered questions, you then take photographs of your bare skin with absolutely nothing on them, no filter, no makeup, no nothing, and you send them off, and a doctor looks at it, looks at what you said and says, right, here's what you need. Now, at the moment, as I say, I've got 0.006% of tretinoin. I am interested to see if over the months that then increases, because some people I'd seen on the Skin and Me site, theirs said like, you know, 0.016%, so that's a whole 10% more than what I've got. So I wonder if they increase you gradually, and I won't know that until I continue using it. So you will definitely be seeing more of this, because I feel like this is something I'm going to have to try for a good few months before I know whether or not it's actually doing what I'm hoping. But I really wanted to try tretinoin, but we're going to give it a go and we'll see what happens with this. Next up is these CIO or CO, I don't know what way you want to say it, patches. Now, I've seen Dr. Dre speaking about these. I think I've seen Cassandra Bankinson talking about them as well, but Dr. Dre definitely. Now, anything Dr. Dre says, I'm kind of like, okay, I'm here, I'm listening. Won't always agree, but I'm listening. So these are patches that you put on. Mine's look a bit dingy because I've used them twice now. But these are patches, can you see them? And this one goes on your forehead. Sorry, I should put them that way. This one goes on your forehead. These two go under the eyes, and this one is for the neck. And it's anti-wrinkle patches. Now, all they've got in them, or all they're made of, is silicone and oxygen. And made of oxygen. I don't know how that works, but that's what it says. These patches are made from silicone and oxygen. So what it says basically is you put these on overnight, you sleep with them on. I've used mine twice now, and what it's supposed to do is get rid of wrinkles. I don't know how, like, certainly Dr. Dre was like, these are more like training wheels when you're riding a bike. So if I put this patch on my head overnight, it's going to stop me going like that and getting all these like furrows on my brow. Not that I would be doing a lot of that overnight, but it is something I do quite a lot during the day. And what it's training you to do is to stop doing that. Apparently, I don't think it's working on me because I like to make a lot of funny faces. But I don't think there's anything chemically in it that is going to make you get rid of wrinkles. What I will say is though, they are relatively thick, and I do feel like they do stop the movements on your face, so they're a little bit like baby Botox. Like they're stopping it happening, but obviously you can't walk about with these on your face all day the way you would with like having Botox injected. They're okay. I've only used them twice. You can use them up to 15 times. We will see how I go. But it's a little bit like as soon as you start moving again, you're going to start getting those creases back. So I don't know how it would work. If you put them on every single night for 15 days, then maybe at the end of that you would look particularly youthful. Maybe if it was before your wedding or something, then that could be something you would do for 15 nights before you got married for your big day. But will they work long term? I don't know, but they're kind of gimmicky and I thought they look quite good. And in the morning when I take them off, I do actually see a marked difference, but it doesn't last forever. And it's not like, you know, within you know, that day or the next day, I am most definitely back to as I was, and I've not used them every single night on the trot. So we will be seeing more of these too. Okay, so there's a couple of things that I was going to speak about, but I do not have them to hand because they have not arrived, but are things that you will probably see coming in November. Jamie Genevieve just released makeup. It was like she just said one day, I'm going to release makeup, and then the next day was like, ha, here it is. It wasn't like some great build up, it wasn't anything like that. Now, I've mentioned Jamie on here before. She's obviously a massive YouTuber. She does live locally to us. She lives in Glasgow. She's kind of like, I don't think she is a Glasgow girl. I think she's from over towards Falkirk area originally, but then headed over towards Glasgow. And I do have to say that even though she's not the aesthetic I go for, she's a wee bit younger than me. She's kind of that Bratz doll look about her. She loves a full lip, a full eyelash, all that kind of stuff. She's very, very glamorous. Although that is not my aesthetic, full glam, I think she's really entertaining and I enjoy watching her. I quite like her vlogs. I think she comes across like a really normal Scottish girl, and I think like for that reason, when I seen she's on this release, I was like, oh, I need to get me some of that. I need to get, it's like, do I ever wear nude lipstick? Yeah, I do, but not like, I'm not a lover of nude lipstick. Am I a lover of a big cracking highlight? No. Do I need to buy it if it's Jamie Genevieve? Yes. So I'm going to put the things up here. I have picked up a lipstick, a lip liner, and one of the highlights. Fortunately, the highlight that I picked up was the middle one, like the medium one, which may end up like it's not going to work on my skin, but we'll see how we go. Maybe I could use it in the summer, because the lightest one was sold out, so I couldn't pick that up. And the nude lip that I got was Tuxedo or something like that. It was the darkest one anyway, because I thought, again, with me being so pale, wearing a nude lip sometimes can make me look like I'm dead. So I went with the deepest one. And I think the lip liner I got was called Rumour or something like that. Anyway, thought it looked amazing, so be expecting to see that this month. The other thing that I picked up this month was from Gloss My Heart. I picked up a few more of their lip liners and one of their little pouches that they've got up for Christmas, because I do like supporting like local, small, indie brands, and you will be seeing that coming up this month as well. So just included them there so you know, but I just don't have them to show you yet. And finally, we've got a little bit of a mini Boots Superdrug haul. So I'm just gonna put this on the floor, because otherwise that's gonna be awkward. I'd been to Boots and Superdrug and actually was doing a bit of kind of filming for a bit of a gift guide, a bit of kind of Christmas. I don't know about anybody else, I'm really struggling to get into Christmas this year. I think it's just given the shitty year we've had, but also it's just a little bit like, oh, like it's earlier every year, and I'm just like, I am strictly the kind of person who's like, nah, I wait till December to put a tree up, etc. And I know this year a lot of people want to do it a bit earlier just to lift their spirits, which is fine, but generally I'm not someone who's like buying from back in October or anything like that. So I went in with the view of having a little sneak peek, see what they had out, and I am going to put up a little video. We'll do a little come shop with me type chatty thing with regards to gift guides. Let's do that as well. But these are the things I picked up when I was actually in the shop that day, so let me just show you. So I picked up another couple of bits from the Inkey List. I picked up another niacinamide because I really enjoyed the formula of the niacinamide from the Inkey List, more so than the ordinary, so I went with this one again. I also picked up again the Caffeine Eye Serum because I did really enjoy this when I used this last time. They do a retinol one as well, but I just like this and I thought, oh, bugger it, I'm going to try that strong retinol, I'll not need that. But really enjoyed this the last time, and eventually got my hands on the Oat Cleansing Balm. I've wanted to try this for so long, and it's just never been in stock, so I managed to pick it up that day. It's like, oh, one box, give me it. Like, so I'm going to try this as well. I'm really intrigued about this. I hear loads of people speaking about it. It feels solid in the bottle, so I think it's like, it's going to be like a cleansing balm, but you're going to have to squeeze it out and then mush it up on your hands. But I am very interested in this to see what this is like. I then picked up another jar of my CeraVe, just the moisturising cream, the bigger one, because I went through this so quickly and really enjoyed it, so I picked up another one of them. But they had a deal on CeraVe, so I also picked up this one, which is the one with the salicylic acid in it. So this one is the smoothing cream. I picked this one up because people were saying like it is really good for that skin on the back of the arms, but also recently Alan's found he's been having a little bit more breakouts on his body. He's not sure why. I think it's because he's running a bit more often, so maybe he's sweating a little bit more. So I said to him, why don't you try this one? So we'll see if he tries it. He might not. I have so far, I've been using this, only a little bit out of it, but I've been using it over the last week or so since I picked this up. What I will say about this is it's a bit more sticky than the original. This one soaks into the skin really nicely. This one I feel like I can feel it on my skin longer, but it's not in such a way that it bothers me, but it's definitely longer than this one. So I've got this in the smaller one to see how I go with it, but I knew I would use this again, so I got the bigger one of this. I then picked up 2 shower gels just because I needed them. This is the Fijian Waterfall. Again, not somewhere that I pick up shower gels that often as Boots, but they were still on offer for £1, so I thought, yeah, pick these up. And this one is Cotton Cloud, so this one is white cashmere. And I thought, oh, this might smell like the bubble bath. I just thought, as a shower gel option, this might be really nice. Now this is one I picked up in the Isle of Doom. You know, there's an Isle of Doom Sephora, there is now one in Boots as well now. So this is the Pore Freshenal but it's the hydrating one. Now, Professional is not my cup of tea. It's not something I use. I'm not really into primers so much, and if I do have one, as you know, it's something like a Future Dew kind of like glossy, shiny, primery type situation. But because this says it was hydrating, I just wanted to know. It was just annoying me, so thought I'd give that a go as well. And then went into Superdrug. By the way, I just thought I better mention that Scotland is not in like full lockdown. I know in England at the moment you are in lockdown till start of December, is that right? Scotland we aren't. We are still in our tier system and there are still a lot of restrictions, but shops are still open, so don't worry. I wasn't just like hovering about the shops being like, hey, and we're in full lockdown. That's not what's going on. So I went into Superdrug, not really for anything, just for a little nosy, for a little donder. And I know I'd mentioned this, well, I don't know, a month or so ago, 2 months ago, how I'd seen the flower beauty stand in Superdrug and been like, nah. Second time round though, I was kind of like, nah, yeah, maybe I'll just try something. So I picked up their Warrior Princess Plush Volume and Thickness eyelash. I don't know why it needs to have all this packaging. It has like this whole extra box worth of packaging next door to the mascara. I think this is probably an American thing. A lot of things in America come packaged like this, whereas we would just have the tube in a stand. They had 2 different types of Princess mascara as far as I knew, and it's got a Royal Hourglass brush. It looks like it's got one of those like big fat brushes that I will probably really like, so we're gonna give that a bash. And I picked up the Blush Balm Colour Drops for Cheeks, silky lightweight texture and radiant finish in Bitten, and again overly packaged. But I was going to open it there and swatch it for you, but to be honest with you, I can't be bothered trying to break into that, so I will do a little kind of maybe get ready with me at some point and use these, and you'll get to see these too. And that is it. That is your roundup of what is new and what to be expecting to see over the next few months. In November certainly, and if not then beyond that. If there's anything in particular that you've seen me talk about today that you're like, yes, I want to see more in-depth stuff about that, let me know and I will definitely do it. There is a little subscribe button down here somewhere, and if you fancy, you can give a little thumbs up too. If you did, it's alright if you didn't. If you didn't, you can just fuck off. Don't put a little thumbs down because that's just shady. I'm only kidding. You can do what you like. Anyway, that is it for now, and I will see you all again in the next one. I hope you are all well. Hope you are kind of looking forward to Christmas, and if you do want to see some gift guides, let me know that too. Comment, like, subscribe, do all that shit, and I'll see you all again in the next one. Bye.